grade school now.
All right.
This is where, you know, you really may start to see some fine and gross motor skills delays.
Yes. This is where the size of your letters, how you learn to form your letters, the spacing between your words, the types of things that you are doing on paper begin to really matter. And you may have lots of thinking going on, lots of these ideas. You have a lot to say. You have big ideas. But if you can't begin to perform them, so to speak, and put them on paper or articulate them well, you get pretty stuck and fairly frustrated quickly in a school setting, right?
Right.
So this becomes pretty vital that your body and your muscles work for you in learning instead of against you.
Is it as simple if you're showing very subtle delays, not to the level where you need therapy, but is it so simple as putting them on their tummy for activities like playing Battleship?
Yes, it is as simple as that. You want, again, things that are relational, bonus. But anything, you can do drawing, you can do reading, you can look at magazines, you can do sticker books, you can, any board game is wonderful for tummy time. Card games, Uno and you know, Sorry and Candyland and all of those types of things are really, really great times.
So we're not just talking about looking out for fine and gross motor skill delays,
No,
which we all know about. Talk about what sensory processing delays are.
Okay.
It's a big word. Most people not in the medical community don't know what that means.
It is. Okay, sensory processing is one of those things where we all do it. It's vital. It's the only way we take in information for learning. Okay? You have your 5 traditional senses like hearing, taste, touch, smell, and what I leave out. Anyway,
Taste? I don't know.
Hearing, taste, touch, smell. Anyway, those you start with. And then you also have that position sense for where is my head in space, gravitational security. It's what astronauts, when they go and do all the underwater training before they go to the moon, they have to train against that sense so they don't get nauseous 24/7 when they're in space. Because it's the part of our brain that helps connect us and ground us. And so there's that piece, and then there's body awareness. Do you know where your arm is? If you're not watching your arm and you put it behind your back, can you still tell where your arm is? That's your body position sense, so that you know where your arms are, and it's what helps you develop coordination.
And tummy time, again, helps prevent those type of delays.
Yes, tummy time feeds a lot of that, sets them up to be grounded and balanced, and sets them up to kind of begin to work more together. And so motor development usually is hand in hand in support with sensory development. And a lot of parents are worried about sensory development and sensory processing types of things. And tummy time is one of the first things we build into a program that begins to address some of those difficulties.
We've also heard from a lot of schools and preschools since this story aired that they're offering motor labs.
Absolutely.
What is a motor lab?
A motor lab is really exciting. It's where you take these motor activities, not just tummy time, but all kinds of motor movements and motor coordination skills, and you break them down and you do the fun teaching in a group social environment, and you've got some one-on-one help for your kids or some small group help for your kids to learn those skills, and so that when they get into a PE situation at school or on the soccer field or whatever, that they are much more successful and much more coordinated in their ability to perform the group activity when it's a much larger group setting.